So from that man, as I started this journey of sonship, what I quickly discovered, and am still discovering because it's still a journey, but it's as a son, my identity is not tied into what I do, but who God says I am. And my identity can't be taken away by the world. It can't be validated or invalidated by the world, because only the Father gets to name his son or daughter. Only the Creator gets to name their creation. So when John Grisham writes a book, he doesn't call you, he doesn't call me and say, what should I name the protagonist? What should I name the characters? He gets that right because he's the creator, he's the author. Well, God has that right for us as his sons and daughters because he's our creator. And the name he gives us, I think one of his favorites is son or daughter. Yes, he's the master, and some scripture says, yes, he's the master and we're the slave or the servant. And in other places, he's the shepherd and we're the sheep, and he's the potter and we're the clay. But you keep getting from description to description of who he is and who we are into more intimacy. And I think one of his favorite titles for himself and identities for himself is Father, and for us as son and daughter. So I was able to start living as a son. What that meant is I no longer had to have all the answers. So it was okay for me to lean into God and say, I'm not sure what we're going to do today. How I'm going to do this. I don't know how this is going to work out. Will you show me? Will you father me? And then there was a sense of expectancy. And that's critical to being a son or daughter. It's a really crucial aspect because you're letting go of expectations. This is how I want it to work out. And you're letting go of control, the illusion of control. I'm going to somehow force something to happen. And instead you're saying, I embrace expectancy. I don't know, God, how you're going to work this out. It's beyond me, and that's okay. I'm with you. And as a good father, you're going to take me along, but you show me how it needs to work out. You show me when to move forward, when to wait, when to ask questions, when to rest. And it's an amazing way to live because you're not overwhelmed anymore. In fact, at that point, you're operating from a sense of true strength because the strength isn't coming from you, but from your Father, and you get to be invited into that story. And that really changes everything because at that point, you're no longer waking up every day saying, all right, what are the tasks and how do I make it happen and how do I achieve success? Success is simply, am I with God today? Am I walking with him? Am I leaning into him? Am I looking to him for answers? Am I asking him questions? Am I praising him? It's something, life is a shared adventure than not you trying to push something uphill in your own strength.